This is VSiN Daily Morning Bets. Here is your host, Josh Appelbaum.
Hello and welcome to VSiN Daily Morning Bets, a quick 15-minute podcast highlighting the top games and biggest line moves that bettors need to know about each day. Today is Tuesday, May 9th.
Game of the night.
For the game of the night, we're going to look toward a huge NBA playoff matchup here in the Western Conference semifinals at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on TNT. This is Game 5 between the Phoenix Suns and the Denver Nuggets. Currently, the Nuggets are listed as a 5.5-point home favorite with a total of 227.5. Now, before we give the breakdown of this game, the series is tied 2-2. Let's take a look at some futures. Currently, with the series tied 2-2, the series price for this Nuggets-Suns series is Denver minus 165 with Phoenix plus 140. And here are the updated futures odds to win the NBA title. Currently, the Celtics are the favorite at plus 155. Then you have the Lakers, second best odds at plus 350, who just took a 3-1 lead over the Golden State Warriors last night. Then you have the Nuggets, plus 450, and the Suns, plus 650, followed by the 76ers, plus 1100, Heat, plus 1800, Warriors, plus 1800, and Knicks, plus 10,000 there. So you're looking at, with the Nuggets and the Suns, the third and fourth best odds here to win the NBA title. But in terms of tonight, with the series tied 2-2, what have we seen across the board? Well, it looks like a lot of respected money is pouring in on the Denver Nuggets here to cover the spread and take a 3-2 series lead. This game opened with Denver listed as a 4.5-point home favorite. We've quickly seen the Denver Nuggets get steamed up to -5 and now -5.5. So consistent movement as soon as this line dropped. You had a lot of respected money lay the points with the Nuggets. And really, when you're looking at these early line moves, these overnight line moves, typically they're caused by respected bettors who map their own numbers, set their own numbers, create their own lines, and then what they're doing is comparing their numbers to what the sports books are offering. So basically, what the professional bettors are doing is basically looking for an edge here, or an edge which would be an advantage over the sports books, looking for a discrepancy play. So got to remember, as soon as these lines come out, wise guys have their numbers ready to go, and they're going to compare their numbers to what the books are offering. So as soon as this line opened, Denver Nuggets -4.5, boom, wise guys hit that, maybe saying, hey, we have this game closer to, a 5 or a 6. So they caused that steam move in favor of the Nuggets, but it wasn't just the 4.5 to 5, it was the 5 up to 5.5. And you do have a couple shops even juicing up the -5.5 at -115 with Denver, like you may even get to 6 here. So consistent movement on the Denver Nuggets here in Game 5. Really good bet split using our VSiN.com bet splits coming directly from DraftKings. Currently, Denver is getting 55% of bets, but almost 75% of the money. So that basically tells me, and of course, when you're looking at our betting percentages, look at the percentage of bets column. That's just going to tell you where the public is. That's just the raw ticket count. So 55% Denver. For all intents and purposes, that's technically public Denver. Anything, 51% or more would be public or majority. But 55%, that's basically split down the middle. That's kind of telling you that public is relatively undecided here. On the one hand, they do see Nuggets at home, where they've been great. Other opportunity here, though, would be looking at, Durant and Booker, who played great. Won the last 2 games. They're getting 5.5 points here. That's kind of appealing as well. So it's kind of a split down the middle. But only 55% bets, but almost 75% of the money on Denver. So that tells me that those bigger, sharper wagers here are laying the points with the Denver Nuggets. And also, the Denver Nuggets match a ton of systems for me. This is a huge system play. It's not just the line move toward the Nuggets and the low bets, higher dollar bet discrepancy, but I have a ton of great system matches here on the Nuggets tonight in Game 5. And the first system match on Denver is just a very simple system. Chalk favorites. The favorites in the NBA playoffs. You saw them go 2-0 against the spread yesterday with the Heat covering and with the Lakers covering. And it's very simple, but for whatever reason, we've seen Chalk do very well this year and the past few years. Chalk favorites in the NBA playoffs are now 36-27 against the spread this year. This postseason, 57%. They're 9-0 against the spread, their last 9 matchups. And the last 3 postseasons, favorites are 143-104 against the spread, 58%, with an 11% ROI. $100 better, last 3 postseasons taking every favorite. ATS will be up almost 28 units. So $100 better, almost up $3,000. So favorites have done well in the NBA postseason. If we hammer it down a little bit even further, favorites off a loss. This would be kind of your zigzag theory. You lose one, you come back, play the next one. Zig, you zag. This was a system that was really good for, I would say, the early 2010s. Sportsbooks kind of caught onto it. But now you're really seeing it come back to life here, especially this season. Favorites off a loss have come back the next game and covered 15-6 against the spread, 71% this year. Over the last 3 postseasons, they're 55-34 against the spread, 62%. So favorites have done well. Favorites off a loss have done well. And then here's the last system I have on the Denver Nuggets: a playoff home favorite with a line move in their favor. So as long as you're at home, you're a favorite, and the line's moving in your direction, at least a half point. Those teams are 16-10 against the spread this year, 62%. Last 3 postseasons, they're 55-40 against the spread, 58%. So we have the line move toward Denver. We have chalk favorites doing great, favorites off a loss in the zigzag theory here, as well as playoff home favorites with a line move, all matching here with Denver, along with that steam move and that low bets, higher dollar bet split. And by the way, Denver, again, you've seen this historically with the Denver Nuggets, elevation. It's really hard for visiting teams to go into Denver with the rarefied air. The Nuggets are used to it. Their opponents are not. You saw Denver go 34-7 straight up in the regular season at home, and they're 5-0 in the postseason at home as well. So with that elevation advantage, again, big edge there to Denver at home. I'm laying the points here with the Denver Nuggets. A lot of system matches, good sharp line move. They're not a public play. They're pretty much a public split with a sharp line move in their favor. So I'm going Nuggets. I'm laying it. Let's go Denver Nuggets. I'm going Nuggets -5.5 tonight in Game 5 of the Western semifinals.
Best of the rest.
For the best of the rest, now let's look toward a Major League Baseball slate tonight here with 15 games across the diamond, and go to Camden Yards. 6:35 p.m. showdown here in the American League East between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. Currently, we have the Tampa Bay Rays listed as a short -125 road favorite, with the Orioles a +105 home dog. The total in this game is 8.5. Now going into this matchup, we have Tampa Bay 29-7. They've been unbelievable this year. I don't remember. Maybe it was the Dodgers one of those years, but a team with a better start to the MLB season than what you've seen so far with Tampa Bay. 29-7, $100 better. Taking every Rays game this year will be up almost $1,000. That's how good the Rays have been. But the Rays did take Monday night series opener 3-0 behind Shane McClanahan. They cashed as a -180 road favorite. Tonight's rematch, we have Zach Eflin going for Tampa Bay. It was their free agency pickup over the offseason. He's 4-0 with a 2.25 ERA to start the year. He'll be opposed by Grayson Rodriguez, who's 1-0 with a 5.46 ERA. He's a young prospect here for Baltimore. The Orioles, by the way, also off to a great start. They're 22-13 this year. But what have we seen across the market? Well, looks like respected bettors are going Tampa Bay, saying if you're going to give me Tampa Bay at a very, very short chalk price, that's a pretty good value play. So we have Tampa Bay opening as low as a -115 road favorite. We've now seen the Rays get steamed up to -125. So again, 10-cent steam in favor of Tampa in this spot. Probably the public saying, hey, ride Tampa because they're 29-7, whereas wise guys are really looking at and really focused on the number and the value of the number, saying, hey, -115, that's pretty short. Maybe they have Tampa closer to -125, -130 to start, which is why they hit Tampa at the very beginning. But also the Rays, pretty good bet split here. They're getting 75% of bets, public play, but almost 90% of the money, telling us those bigger, sharper wagers are laying it with Tampa Bay here, I should say. Quite a few system matches with the Rays. Favorites off a win, receiving 10 cents of steam or more, are 69-40, 63% this season. Road favorites who made the playoffs last year, playing an opponent who did not, they're 62-36, 63%. We've also seen in this spot Tampa, they've gone 28-6 as a favorite, 23-6 against righties, and 10-4 on the road, all profitable, all angles that they're in tonight. Favorite against the righty on the road. And also, Tampa has the edge at the plate, hitting .275 versus .254 for Baltimore, and on the mound, team ERA with Tampa Bay of 2.93 versus 4.40 for the Baltimore Orioles here. So basically, this is a value play to me, and it's a sharp play with the line move toward Tampa Bay. I'm laying it with the Rays here. If you're giving me the best team in baseball here, laying a -125 now, that's a pretty good value play. We might see this thing rise a little bit more throughout the day. Maybe as this number becomes even more appealing to a lot of late bettors here. So I'm going Rays here, laying the wood here with the Rays. It's not really much wood. To me, wood is like a -150, -200. I'm just laying the short chalk price with Tampa. Let's go Eflin. I'm on the Rays at -125 tonight at Camden Yards, 6:35 p.m. Eastern Time. The NBA and NHL postseason is the best time of year to become a VSiN Pro subscriber. Get access to hourly pro tips, best bets from VSiN experts, daily articles, power rankings, and expanded digital content and tools to help you become a better bettor. Just go to VSiN.com/subscribe for more information.
Josh's sweats.
Well, for Josh's sweats, I already gave away a couple of them. I'm officially on the Denver Nuggets. I'm laying it with the Nugs tonight, opening -4.5 up to -5.5. 55% of bets, almost 75% of the money. So not only is it a data-driven play, but also the present data with the Nuggets, but also the past as well. We've talked about these chalk favorites doing so well. 2-0 ATS yesterday, 57% ATS this postseason, 9-0 ATS their last 9. Playoff favorites off a loss, 71% ATS this year. Playoff home favorites with a line move in their favor, 62% ATS this year. And Denver at home, they've been fantastic, especially with that elevation in their back pocket. So I'm going Denver, -5.5. Hoping this thing continues to rise. If you like it, hopefully you get it now, but I would love to see this thing get up to 6 or higher and get some closing line value. I'm also laying it with Tampa Bay. Just mentioned them, -125. But if you're giving me the Rays, best team in baseball at a very short chalk price with a little bit of line movement, a few system matches, great as a favorite against righties and on the road, advantage at the plate and on the mound, boom. Sounds like a pretty good play to me. I'm going Tampa Bay at -125. And then one more play here for tonight. I'm going to Seattle. Let's go Seattle Mariners. I'm on the Mariners tonight at home, 9:40 p.m. Eastern time game here in the American League West. I'm going Seattle there, -165. That's the number that I got. Currently, you have Texas as a +150 road dog. Total in this one is 7.5. Now, I'm looking for some revenge because I was on Seattle last night. I got some really good closing line value. Seattle got steamed up pretty big after I bet it. I'm feeling good about it, and then boom, what happens? Seattle has a 1-0 lead going into the 8th inning, and then they blow it, and they lose 2-1. So, what are you going to do? That's baseball. But looking for some revenge here tonight. Again, Rangers winning 2-1 yesterday as a +150 road dog. Rangers are 21-13. Looking at here, Mariners 17-18. But a lot of respect to money is going Seattle here to even up the series. Seattle actually opened tonight as low as a -140-ish. -1, that's actually a little bit low. -160 is probably a better opener. Maybe that -140 was a bit of an outlier. But around -160, -155, -160, Seattle opened. Now they're all the way up to -165. Some shops even closer to -170. So pretty good movement here towards Seattle, telling us that those bigger, sharper wagers are in their favor. Also, Seattle is only getting around 50% of bets. Public's pretty much split. In a vacuum, a line shouldn't move at all if the tickets are even, but we know that those tickets might be, the raw ticket count might be even, but each ticket could be worth more or less in terms of, whether it's $5 average Joe bets or dime wagers from respected bettors. Even though the tickets are 50-50, almost 65% of the money is on Seattle. So that's an indication to me that those larger wagers are going with the Mariners here. Mariners would have some good value, correlative betting value as a favorite low total. So favorite of -165 now, -170. Total in this one was 8, down to 7.5. Basically, that's good advantage there for the favorite because the fewer amount of expected runs scored, more likely here to come from the better team. So Seattle has that in their back pocket. And I also like the pitching matchup today. I think there's a big advantage with the Seattle Mariners. George Kirby is on the bump here for Seattle. George Kirby this year is 3-2 with a 3.11 ERA. But he's pitched great. Looking at his last 1, 2, 3, his worst start was opening day. He gave up 4 runs. After that, he gave up 1, 2, 2, 1, 3. So this guy's been pretty good. He had a good year last year as well. Facing Andrew Heaney, who has not pitched very well. 2-2 with an ERA of 5.52. Gave up 6 earned runs in just 4.2 innings his last time out against Arizona. So I think there's an advantage there with Seattle. And then also kind of just a fishy play here. Like Seattle off a loss, and they have a losing record, 17-18. Texas off a win, and they're 21-13. Why is the team was a game below 500 opening up as around a -1, what do we say, -160 favorite, now up to close to -170? Why is line so high? Why did it open so big? Why did it move further towards Seattle if the team that's below 500 is laying this chalk again, where the public, even though they're split, it's kind of like, hey, how do you not take Texas again? Pretty good record, getting a +150 now. It tells me it's kind of fishy in favor of Seattle. Maybe those records are a bit deceiving. Maybe Texas has gotten a little bit of luck in their favor. Seattle's been unlucky, but it's always notable to me if you have a team below 500 favored by -165 against a team that's 8 games above 500, looks fishy in favor of that favorite there. So I'm going to go Seattle in this spot. looking at the Seattle Mariners at minus 165 tonight in the Pacific Northwest. But that about does it for today's VSiN Daily Morning Bets podcast on Tuesday, May 9th. Reminder, if you're looking for more insights, information, game breakdowns, data, everything you need to help you make the smartest bet that you can, well, guess what? VSiN has you covered. Easiest thing you can do to get some more VSiN in your life is sign up for our free VSiN newsletter. It's called the VSiN Daily. Just go to vsin.com/newsletter, plug in your email, hit submit, boom. Then you'll wake up every morning to great sports betting content, letting you know what's going on in the betting market that day, all the big games, as well as letting you know in particular what's going on at VSiN. Also, we'd love for you to become a member. For only $9.99, you can become a member at VSiN, and then you'll get everything that we offer, including all those best bets sent directly to your inbox from all the guests and hosts at VSiN, a live stream of all the VSiN shows, all the articles behind the paywall, as well as those great DraftKings percentages letting you know bets and dollars on every single game. That's vsin.com/subscribe. And then lastly, follow us on Twitter. Keep us posted, or keep yourself posted with our information. Clips from our shows, great betting nuggets, all of our articles. Follow us at VSiN Live. You can follow me at Josh_Insights. But I wish you the best of luck. Have a fantastic Tuesday. Later today, I'll have the Market Insights pod for you, which will be a little bit more in depth. Probably add some more Major League Baseball games. Maybe add another NBA or NHL bet as well. But I always like to, play my early edges early and then kind of monitor the market, add some plays late that develop as sharp plays later in the day. So I'll see you guys later today. Also be jumping on the Lombardi line to break down some games as well. So big Tuesday. I wish you the best of luck. My parting words, as always, hopefully you can cash some tickets today, because as the wise man of VSiN likes to say, that's what it's all about. Enjoy the sweats, everyone. Have a great day.